to a new video. Today I'm going to react to Undertale, Genocide, Asgore, the Undertale fan game. I think there are two fan games actually. I'm going to react to both of them. Today, right now, I'm going to react to the newest one, then react to the oldest one. So with that, let's begin. Also, I haven't watched this yet, so this is new for both of us. Because usually, with lots of animations, I've already seen it because I've watched it in my spare time. This I've not watched yet. So this is going to be new for both of us. Volume check, volume check. Oh yeah, I can't have it too loud. YouTube gets annoyed when I do that. Well, why is it not even playing anything? Oh yeah, because we're not in the fight yet. Okay, so I think they're just adjusting settings. So it's fine if I skip a little bit because they're just adjusting settings. Yeah, okay, they're going now. Okay, T, okay. Asgore, Genocide, Undertale, Genocide, Asgore, yeah? So... Oh. It looks like this column fell mid-battle. Wait, did Sans destroy it or Asgore? Because Asgore's too much of a coward too. Sans really... I think Sans deserves to be king way more than Asgore does. Because yes, Sans is lazy, but he's lazy because it's not that important, right? Because what he's doing, right, is he's a sentry. Has to be lazy. A sentry, right, they sit there all day and wait for a human, which probably wouldn't usually come that much. So do you know what? It's fine if he's lazy. If he's king, he would actually stop being lazy, because he needs to do it. I mean, he's technically the royal judge, which is... I think that's a few steps below king, but it's better. Is that even... Yeah, it is canon he's a royal judge, because when you enter, you hear the bells ringing, which could be very associated with the judge, which means he's actually higher position than Undying is, which is really funny. He's literally the last line of defense to the king, which makes sense, because since he has karma... because of the justice soul traits, justice magic he has, it would make sense. Anyways, let's get this. There was a lot to this video. It's 38 minutes. So that going to the king. Wait, is Sans dead? Yeah, Sans is dead. I was gonna say. So I think this is probably because Asgore is too much of a coward to absorb the souls himself. So I don't think he would. The coffin is filled with pies. Small snail pies bad to your inventory. Why? I mean, it would be good to preserve it, but why? Yeah, nobody picked up because they're dead. It's as comfortable as it looks. Okay, so they're walking, they save, that makes sense. Howdy, Frisk. It took you ages to pass through the corridor, didn't it? Remember this place? This is the place where everything started. This is the place, hold on. This is the place where I died. My dust spread amongst these flowers, and I become one, devoid of any feeling and emotions. It's more empathy or sympathy, whatever it's called. What is it called again? If I say in the other video, doesn't matter. I tried. I couldn't feel anything. But you can feel fear when... You know, I felt something. Yeah, thank you. Well, so I thought. Does that mean my soul didn't... What it means is you just are devoid of, like, empathy. And you I don't know, it means you're devoid of empathy, and most probably aren't, like, the most, I don't know. He probably lost some of his, kindness as well, I don't know. I'd just woken up. I was crying, and then the king showed up. He asked me why I was crying. Didn't he ask why that would technically be a good way? Why isn't that an infinite flower glitch? If you see a flower crying, that means it's got excess water. So when it cries, it's going to the other flowers. Oh my god, infinite flower, infinite... What we need to do, but I don't know why Alphys didn't test this, but what happens if you inject determination into a flower without dust on it? Will it become alive, or will it die? Because I don't, I'm going off topic. I don't like how Alphys didn't inject into living monsters, because from what I've seen in Undertale, what's probably going on is when you start, because you know how the Undying is fine until she gets to low health. Same with just Undying in the neutral run. She only starts melting as she's dying, which means that chances are it's because Alphys injected into dying monsters. What happens if you inject into a living monster that's perfectly healthy? I bet you would end up differently. I didn't tell him. I didn't know what I was doing. Flower, you're a literal killer. I told him that you were coming here, that you would kill us. He told me everything would be okay and I don't have to worry. Then why are you the first line defense? You absorbed the human souls. I'm sorry, Frisk. I understand why you were mad at me. If I'd listened to you back then, none of this would happen. Frisk? Is that... Now it's made it even worse, haven't I? For years I've been blaming myself. For years. I've just woken up. Please forgive the fact that I am half mumbling. It's because I've just woken up and I need to do a YouTube video. So, and there's still one way we can put everything back together. You can still go into the other room and defeat Asgore, yeah, and erase everything. Or you can save this world by resetting the save file. I know this goes against everything I told you earlier, but after everything that happened today, I realised that you become what I've become. I don't want you to kill. This is not what Azure would have wanted, but you are Azrael, just without empathy or whatever. I know this is not what you would have wanted either. Hey! I only want to do a neutral run. The player you are on about is doing a genocide run. I only want to kill Asgore and Undying, and whatever monsters I need to kill to get to enough LV to do that, I will. We still have a chance to save the world. All these years, I just wanted to feel something, I just went, yeah. You know what, you can read it. If you want to read it, you can. Do you remember me? You should be saying that to Kara, unless that's meant to be Kara's name, so it's confusing. Please. Frisk. Oh my god, just kill him. Just kill him. Please. Kill him. No? Yeah, okay. Why did Fly put himself in the first line of defense? It wasn't even defense, it was a distraction. It wasn't even a distraction because nothing happened. So, yep, then there's Asgore. Seems to be some kind of heavy motorized cargo vehicle. Bergen truck. Driving in my car right after a beer. Oh, hey, look, the bum shaped like a deer. I'm not singing the rest. I can't sing, but... Snail pie. Don't really gonna do a snail pie, to be honest. Like, you only have one healing item. I remember the time when they've done the surface. Okay, stop trauma dumping and do whatever you're gonna do. Yeah, it was fresh. The sun was bright. Every night was filled with dreams of tomorrow. You can still do that. You can still dream of tomorrow. Those were simpler times. Oh my god, Asgore, you annoy me so much. Just get to the point. You're a king, not a trauma dumper. That was until the humans attacked. Well, to be honest with you, I honestly can see why. Like, I also don't see why. I mean, if monsters and humans lived equally, yes, that's fine. But if, like, lots of the monsters started absorbing human souls, then yeah, I can see why. But it's technically on both of you, because the humans and monsters could have stopped when they realised that this was so bad. It was already too late. I begged for mercy, but they did not listen. No, I doubt that, Asgore. I think you did. I think you trauma dumped on them, and then they decided they didn't want to listen to your annoying voice anymore. Our village is burned. Our entire cities fell. Probably because you were in charge. Literally. For literally 99% of the game, you are sitting in that throne. For 99%. You couldn't do any event to, you know, uplift your citizens a little bit. No, I'm the king. I have to sit on my throne all day. Asgore just less than Sans does. Because at least Sans moves, teleports, that's technically moving. At least Sans moves. And when he doesn't, that's fine. Because he hasn't got a big priority. He's not looking after an entire civilization. Asgore is. He needs to do stuff to help that civilization. Every second of a king's life could be spent helping that civilization, not sitting on a throne being lazier than Sans. And then I found a human. Are you just going to explain? Oops. I could not do it. I ran away. I knew it. I made a mistake that day. There had to be a better way, I said. There isn't. The fact is, unless you can make an artificial soul, which probably would be a very bad idea, you have to take the human soul from somewhere. And I'm sure, right, there has to be a way to grow a human soul. There has to be a way. And there is ways. But you would have to get 2 adult humans, right, to make another human. And then they would have to say, I'm fine with this human soul being harvested. So you're basically farming human souls. But do you know the problem with that? I doubt 2 adult people would fall into the underground. I doubt they would agree to it. Only a few that survived. It was that day we lost it all. Because you were in charge, Asgore. Undying in charge wouldn't be any better, but at least you would actually do something. Was one human soul. Yeah? I had the power to save them all. Well, you still can. You see, you have these 6 human souls just sitting in the barrier, which you could use against Frisk. Think about it. Omega Flowey literally saved and load. You know what that means? Omega Flowey had more determination. Yes, a bit of the determination flower he had before absorbing human souls helped, but I bet you the 6 human souls can give you enough determination to beat 1 human. But Asgore's probably going to be too cowardly to do that himself. I was just too weak to use it. No, you're not too weak. I mean, depending on who, if you actually did dodge, you can dodge like Sans can, which is very rare for some reason. It's very rare for people to be able to dodge. It's weird. Like, from what I know, only Sans and Asgore can dodge, but we've never seen him dodge, which is why I'm very non-believing in that. Because a king can just say, hey, can you write this about me? I honestly think Asgore did that. He just said, hey, can you write this about me just to make me look cooler? We have never seen him dodge in game. Which is why I actually think the Sans is the only one that can dodge. And I think it's because he can break the 4th wall a little bit more than everyone else can. Maybe he can't remember resets. He gets deja vu from resets though. I think he can remember resets. It's rather deja vu, which is still sort of there. Or maybe he can remember resets. Now, well... Why are you crying? Your son literally died in the other room, Asgore. Why are you crying? I am too used to this feeling. No trauma dumping. Get to the point where you actually try. If you can. You must be the one that the flower just warned me about. Asgore. Did you just think there were a human covered in dust walking up to you with a knife and not suspect they're a murderer? Come on. I know you probably lived for a millennia, but like, can you use that brain? People that should be wise. They're all gone. I've tried to be so hard to make them happy. No, you haven't. You've literally just sat in your throne room all day. What is this? Also, lots of the people in Snowdon are happy. They're used to this life. They've built a goddamn civilization. You don't need... If you intervened, you'd make it worse. You know, if Toriel was in control, it would be way better. Yes, they wouldn't be harvesting human souls anymore, but that's fine. They don't need to. They already have 6. It was for a selfish reason. Yeah. And all because of that, they all, well, if anything, everyone deserves to be dad. It would have to be me. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I know you're saying this, Asgore, so people would be like, ah, no you don't, you do. You deserve it. I really hope Frisk kills you right now. And just skips his dialogue, 'cause what the hell. I think my hate for Asgore's shining through a little bit. I hate Asgore. Everyone's hopes. Everyone's... You know, they already are happy. You don't need to force happiness. They all die with me. And I cannot allow that to happen. Well, it's up to you if that happens. It's up to Frisk. I have waited for far too long. I will not be a coward. Yeah, you will not be a coward. I will not be a coward. And I will not repeat my mistake, even if it's too late. Yeah? Yeah. You repeated that same mistake you did. Also, you made a mistake of telling them that you weren't going to repeat their mistake, so now they're going to deliberately try and attack you as fast as possible. Why? You... die. Destroy the soul as well. We need to remove every... Oh, there we go. I hit it again. Again. Hit it again. Oh, why is it taking so long? Is something gonna happen? No? Maybe? Oh no. Oh, why does he have to live again? What are we doing? Out of everyone that deserves to live again, Asgore and Undying on the bottom of that list. I think Gaster deserves to be alive again. And I don't mean alive like, because he's technically still alive, but I mean like back from the void. And then Sans doesn't, I mean, Gaster is the only one I think deserves to live again. And I would sacrifice Undying and Asgore for that to happen, and then hopefully Gaster would be in charge, and then the world would be a better place. Yay! Who did this? Okay. Well, technically, if this is what I think it is, he did use the souls, but he didn't do it willingly. The souls helped him. A strange light is coming. The strange light fills the room. A brilliant fire overwhelms your vision. This is a tale of a soul that refused to die. Asgore's soul fills with... No, it's the souls giving him determination. It's not Asgore. Determination. It's not Asgore, it's the souls giving him determination. It's not... It's different. Because he didn't naturally get it. This is the end. Actually does look cool. But like... That looks like a lion. If you look, that looks like, that's the mouth. The eyes would be there, and those would be the ears. That's not actually infinite. It's probably closer to 8,000. You really think it's going to be that easy? Not the Undying dialogue. Come on, player, you can do this. Yeah. Resist. Oh, heal. The body will not, it does not work. You feel the empty space in your inventory gets smaller and smaller. Do you know what it takes to reach the stars? Is this going to be a star attack? Yeah. You feel static crackle in the air around you. Yeah, fair enough. Determination. Oh yeah, they can just get more determination. Because they have a determination soul. It's only the beginning. Uh-huh. Well, that's cool, the eyes. Is that a black hole? Oh, it's like the Hypergoner attack, but Asgore's version. So this one's worse because it doesn't... And the player dies. Despair washes over you. Darkness consumes your mind. You fail to reach your save file. Not because you were weak, but because something far stronger stood before you. And yet, somehow, you kept holding on. Yes, come on. This is the only time I'm rooting for the genocide, and it's because it's Asgore. We need Asgore. We need Asgore termination. Not even you can keep this up. Well, you're assuming they're going to die that many times. The same attack again, Asgore. You said you know how determination works. They already know how to do this attack now. You don't know as much as you say, Asgore. Yep. Now if you did 20 of those, maybe it'll make a difference, but I doubt you would do that. It's a lot of damage though. Hold on, is Azrael Dreamer stronger than him then? Because, yeah, because 6 human souls. But that's even like weaker than Omega Flowey. Because even Omega Flowey only took 1 damage, you are taking more, okay. If I was the Souls, I wouldn't help them. Oh, knives have physics? They're filled with determination, yeah. Keep forgetting it's 6 human souls, not 7. It will not save you. Wait, see? Wait, what does the bravery one doing? It's just determination. Is the bravery one helping? That's what it looks like to me. You know what I realised after you killed me? When I defeat you, there'll be no need for vengeance. Is he making them attack? It does look that way. Also, they're not really attacking the humans. I'm way too ill. They don't look like they're attacking. There we go. But it took so long, they didn't matter. Can you hear their screams? No, but it wouldn't be... How would you hear the screams? Asgore probably is. Oh, they are actually attacking the human, just didn't look like they were. The infant beckons? And that power, wait, hold on. And that power, I will reset everything. Yeah, but then you're gonna lose your determination, and Frisk will get their determination back. So, no, it's not a good idea. You want to keep everything how it is. That's a little bit spammy, don't you think? Sans is allowed to spam because it makes sense. For Asgore, it doesn't make sense. And Gast is allowed to spam. Not Asgore though. He's too cowardly to do that. I mean, the fact the souls had to help him, and he didn't just use the souls before, meaning... Also, the souls wanted to help him at the start, but Asgore didn't just grab the souls quickly, absorb them. Also, I do like the animation and all. I do like it. Like, I'm not insulting the, not insulting the creator or the creation, I'm insulting Asgore. I just don't like Asgore. I actually do like the animation. Or Fangame, whatever. It's actually really cool. It's just Asgore brings, like, the worst out of me when I see him. Like, I really just dislike Asgore. In a way, it's like... Do you know when you see, like... Yeah, do you know when, like... Do you know when, like, you think, oh, this... You could have just done this. Except 10 times more than that. Because the souls could have easily... You could have just absorbed the souls beforehand. Because, one... The souls wanted to help. Two, the fact he died once means he's going to have less determination than he would if he just let the souls help originally. But the animation's cool. It's just Asgore in particular. It annoys me. Not even the design, just Asgore. I can't explain it. It's the animation and everything about it's cool though. What? Oh, that's his soul, isn't it? Yeah. They're gonna run out. The souls are gonna run out of energy. Especially if you're using all the soul's power just to blast it into empty space. Determination. But your will just not. You can feel the empty space in your inventory get smaller and smaller. What the hell is in your inventory? Oh, he's bringing more out. That's not a good idea. You're wasting their energy. Beep. Determination. You call for the power of determination. A slight surge of energy emerges. I did not ask for this power. Yeah, that's the problem. You didn't just absorb the souls at the start. I knew what I had to do was impossible. It's not. You're just too much of a coward to do it. Omega Flower could have ended the human as soon as they appeared. He was having fun though, and he wanted to make it last. But Asgore, you want to kill them quickly, because as time goes on, the player will continue to get that power until till they overpower you. So you actually want to do it quickly, otherwise you're going to end up like Omega Flower, losing because he took too long. Also, Asgore, he doesn't even have that much power, because Omega Flower crashes your game when you die. He doesn't. So he's actually weaker than Omega Flower. He has filled with determination. And yes, he could be holding back, but I heavily doubt that. Because he wants to kill you. And he wants to stop you. Yes, maybe he wants to make you die as much as possible. But if he knows about the player, which I'm pretty sure he does, then he would know that if you just make it more annoying, it's better. I doubt you'd want to keep, I mean, the player's doing fine, so I don't think this would affect them. A tiny chance I could do it. It's the only thing that kept me going. So... Attack is easy if you don't get stuck in the middle. One left. You can feel the empty space in your inventory get smaller and smaller. What is in your inventory? There we go. The Hypergoner attack again. Is there going to be anything different? Or is it going to be more of the stars at the end? Because I think there's more of them. No. Oh, so Asgore's just gonna... Wait, they have more determination. I saw 2 items of determination there in Vendora. Asgore, the players got used to this attack. What are you doing? Okay. Death 2. What will this look like? Would it be any different? You feel your strength draining from you, your body. Every failure, every defeat. It's just that much harder to go on. You sense your limit drawing near. How much longer? 10 left. Oh, so you actually do have a limit. Well, Asgore has to kill you 10 times either way. Did you forget? It's me. Next is gonna bring us Bergen truck, isn't it? But also that face is actually disgusting. Asgore, you need to get a better face, come on. So I didn't warn you. Also, the fight just continues, as if it didn't change. That makes sense, but... How are you meant to dodge that? Defiance grows. Certain acts become more effective. Hold on. Is there one that increases your damage? I bet that's all you have to do. You have to keep increasing your damage so it one hits him. No retries. Once if you waste all your 10 lives, basically. I assume you just get an ending where he wins, which is hard to argue the bad ending, but I guess that's up to the player what they think is a good or bad ending. Resist. Your body shakes, but your will does not. You can feel the empty space in your inventory get smaller and smaller. All you have is one chance. Well, they actually have... They've used 10 chances. They have 10 more, so they have 11 or 12 chances, actually. So it's not 1. It's not a 1 at all, actually. Also, if they reset the game to back before they even played it, they actually have infinite, because if you just, you know, restart the game so the game thinks you only have, when you have your 12 chances again, you technically have infinite tries, and as a result then you have infinite if the player is smart. Which they are, but I bet they just want, you know, to experience the game without technically loopholes in it. Why is there 2 determinations in there inventory? With your soul, there'll be no need for vengeance. You're repeating yourself, Asgore. What are you doing? You can hear their screams. Okay? Your body shakes, but your will does not. You can feel the empty space in your inventory get smaller and smaller. Why are you bringing out all the soul? That's gonna waste our energy. We're past the halfway mark and we have not... I'm not going to that many side tangents. It's probably because I'm still waking up, so... Oh! Uh-oh. The pain is indescribable. The pressure is insurmountable. You question if it's even worth it to continue. Then that's breaking determination. But it's too late for you to give up now. 9 left. Use Act. That's probably gonna have more stuff in it. Truth is, I do not care for their forgiveness. You better not, because you're not getting it. Uh-oh. He's wasting more power. It's getting harder and harder. But if it didn't hurt this time. 8 left. They're getting more determined. As time goes on, they're getting more determined. And it's not even hurting to try again. This is the end. Are they doing more damage? Am I crazy? Oh, my throat hurts. The infinite backwards. They're doing more damage. Even you know there's no reason to, and you do it anyway. I mean, oh yeah, they can't reset. Can you hear their screams? Units are the very thing that kills you. You feel static crackling in the air around you. You become stronger. Yep, that determination's actually helping them. I knew it. Asgore's being... Yep. With your soul, there'll be no need for vengeance. Well, the fact you're killing them is actually making them stronger. That's too many fireballs, you know? There's too many fireballs. I think that you use too many. You're burning their energy. They're going to give up in a few... They're going to give up soon if you do stop. Oh, defines growth. Yeah, the power is increasing, the truth is. I do not care for their forgiveness. Asgore Dreamer. I do not care for the praise of being called a hero. Well, because you're not a hero, that's why. Oh, Clover! It's Clover! Oh my god, Clover! Starlight is shining through the barrier. I just wanted to finally mean something. What means something? You not being the hero or the world? Because that's Sans' job to care about that. You stole Sans' dialogue. Oh my god, what are you doing? Asgore, that's what Sans does. You can't... I just want them to be happy. Well, they was, but they're dead, so I don't know how you're gonna do that. Maybe you could help the shopkeepers by giving them less tax, but you still have no customers. And not have to endure what I did. What did you have to endure? At what point is that going to be an instant kill? This is probably going on longer than Omega Flowey. Because Flowey knows the more time that passes, Frisk will get more and more determination. And then level 20. What nobody can. Wait, did they just heal? No, they didn't. Okay. Well, they healed. Determination. Oh, they are determined. A strong surge of energy. Yeah. What's the king? If not the best for the people. Well, then you're doing a bad job of being king. Determination. He's using too much of the soul's power though. And he's missing his memes. I believe you deserve a far better ending than this, but you made your choice a long time ago. Well, they can just restart. I mean, the game itself. Not. The infinite beckons. Their strong surge of energy emerges. Clever. Have to do it. You do realise a pacifist run is a lot harder to do than a genocide run. Because a pacifist run, you have to hear people, you have to let them speak, and then they'll help you to spare them. Neutral run, you don't have to do that. You can just spare one person. I usually spare Papyrus, kill every other monster. And only leaving Papyrus and Sans kill, I usually do kill Toriel, because I just think it's better. Because I need the LV to kill Asgore. Yes, you can do it without any, I'm just not good at Undertale. And I need some extra hit points, because I'm not very good at writing patterns. You feel a static crackle in the air around you. You just had to know. Well, to be fair, the Sans fight is very cool, and as a result, you can't blame me. I've not done a genocide run. I actually, Sans stopped me because I just couldn't get through Sans. Yes, now I know about the notebook and whatever, but I didn't know that at the time. And another Hypergona ripoff. Is it another Hypergona ripoff? Yes, it is. And they managed to pull away. Yeah. And so you can get for someone strong enough to finally have a reason to stop you. Your body shakes, but your will does not. You can feel the empty space in your inventory get smaller and smaller. And to think, in some world, they would have called you their hero. Well, because they're not doing this out of spite, they're doing this out of curiosity. Every player will get a genocide ending most of the time if they can, you know, get through it because of curiosity. It's not out of, like, most people, it's not out of the hate for a character. For me, I do a neutral run to kill Asgore and Papyrus. Not the Papyrus, Asgore and Undying, and maybe Toriel. I usually kill Toriel. And yeah, and I just, you know, spare Papyrus just because I need something to put me on a neutral run. Strong surge energy emerges. I cannot judge you. I want to ask yourself, well, are you happy? Or will you forgive me for saying why you forget why? What? Oh, he has it. Oh no, don't do that, you're burning their energy! Oh, that's cool. But look how much power he needs to do a fraction of what Azrael Dreamer can do. He's tired. You hear the screams. Can you hear their screams? But enough wasting time. It seems you still fail to grasp the intent behind my words. You have the greatest power, yet you refuse to grow. But we both know it's going to end one way or another. So have it your way. You want to see the true... You want to see what true determination looks like? I will show it to you. And then we will both can become free. It's time to end this once and for all. I am sorry. It was nice to meet you. Goodbye. He's gonna use his Bergen truck with the 6 human souls. Oh god. Oh. He's opening a fountain. That's not that much power. What are you even doing? You opened up a portal for 1 second. Oh, they're actually holding the gun. That's actually hilarious. And they threw it. Wow, such a good attack. Which one's gonna shine brighter? It's not enough. It's not enough. They are too determined. Maybe? Hold on. Asgore check. He's gone back to normal. But we haven't seen it can't refuse though. We've just seen them die. The player could just come back. But you know the problem with this? Asgore probably died as well. Meaning now the timeline is stuck permanently as it is, which isn't good. But with that, goodbye.